What is happening with that? I just saw it in the background and was like, what is going on here? Right, we're going to play a game of spot the difference in the square. And you need to find what's different about it. Shit! Wait! Go away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Go away! I need you to go away! Shit! Right, you can come back! You never saw that, I hope. Now we need to play spot the difference. Why have you come to this side? What makes you think this side's different?
Trying to get a nice, full, kind of, what do you call it, view of it. It's this lever.
Oh! Oh! Oh, hello, shit's going down here.
Oh my god, there's a drowned in here with a fucking axe.
Shit, there is. They're not supposed to be here, but just ignore them.
Jesus, what have you spent your time doing, you madman?
Would you not remember how you wanted some kind of tunnel?
I know exactly what's coming, it's just... I feel a little bit hurt that you've excluded me, but at the same time I love it.
I thought you'd be a bit more excited, to be honest.
That is sick that you've actually like tidied it all up as well. I also quite like the moss rock.
I know, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Gosh, that is... How long did that take you to figure out exactly where you needed to go?
I don't know, it took me like an hour to do. Like, you remember when we were playing last time and you just went off? I just, like, went, right, I'm going to block everything up, and then I'm just going to build a straight line.
It's just more meant, like, to navigate in the corridor. Like, how did you work out where exactly you needed to come up?
I think I just built towards the square as roughly as I could. I actually I ended up coming up around here somewhere, so I knew I was fairly close. And then I just, like, built a little piston contraption with a sticky piston, and then we've got a secret tunnel that goes round to the front. And I'm not going to lie, I thought you'd be a bit more excited.
I'm sorry, I kind of... Well, as soon as I went in, I knew what it was going to be, didn't I? And I already knew a surprise was coming, so I was mentally prepared.
I've got a good idea of what we could build today, Jack.
Well, I did just want to say, because on the topic of you were saying, because I wasn't mad keen on the aquarium suggestion anyway, because it's just a bit too like what we're already doing.
Yeah, I also did think that.
It's just frustrating me a little bit because, guys, like I want to just emphasise what you're getting for this. You can have something that you've created immortalised on the internet forever. And admittedly, when you suggest whatever it is that we decide to do, it probably won't look what you were expecting it to look because we're building it. But it's the thought that counts, and I feel like people aren't appreciating how exciting it is that they could just have us create anything in their name. It's a big deal. And there's going to be lots of things, so don't you want to have the right to say that you were the first ever one in our world? So, it's an urge, so that's what this is. I've gone off on one to urge you to suggest something, goddammit. Something reasonable, but something that we can realistically do in 2 hours. There's probably going to be a challenge that when you look at it, it'll look nothing like that, and you'll think, ha, that was hilarious, what a set of idiots. So comment, goddammit! Comment, that's what I'm saying.
Good.
To build, not just comment generally. Comment on what you'd like us to build. But anyway, back to the task at hand. What's your ideas of what we can build today, sir?
So, I thought what might be kind of cool is, seeing as though we kind of like the idea of there being some kind of turtle master, I quite like the idea of going to the square, which you have just seen, and building a statue in the form of a person in armour and them holding a trident. And I think that would look pretty kick-ass.
That's really weirdly, I actually thought the same thing.
I'm glad that you thought of the same thing, because that means we're going to do it! God damn it!
I originally came up with the idea of maybe we should build 2 statues of us. As like the creators. But then I thought, nah, better to just have a big fish mermaid person.
Yep, that's a bit too vain, that.
Oh, no, it's not vain.
It is.
I mean, we are the creators of this world. They would probably worship us if this was a real place that people lived.
The trick is going to be with this is, you know, because when you get, like, a person, like, I feel like I'm going to constantly be looking at your person's body for reference.
I was just considering, well, you've got your own kind of character in the top left, haven't you?
I haven't
Unless
got
you've
that setting on at the moment,
Oh,
but yeah.
you turn that off, well, I'd recommend turning it back on, boy.
Because I'm such a badass, you know.
And then I'm thinking, so then looking at the trident, what we're going to make the trident out of? So looking at the actual trident, it's kind of a green handle up to the point that it then turns like a white spikes. So.
Well, surely that would have to be like a diamond thing, and then use iron as the top of it.
I'm just worried they'll lose that a little bit in the top. I don't know if we should actually go specifically white on it.
Okay.
It's just an idea.
Or even gold. We could do it out of gold, Jack. It could be a gold trident.
Quartz.
It could be a gold trident.
Quartz is like a real smooth white top. Let's try. I'll put gold in and I'll put quartz in, and we'll try it at the end.
Quartz.
Quartz. Get me some quartz.
But what I should have said, before we start building this properly, guys, please do drop a subscribe on the channel. We would massively appreciate it. We're very close to 200 subscribers as of the time of this recording. And please do drop a like on the video if you enjoy what we're creating. And as Jack rather aggressively said to you earlier, please get in the comment section and give us something to build, because we're going to section off an area of the world for your creations. I think that's probably maybe tall enough for the leggage. They might be quite short, stumpy legs.
Nah, I think you're right, because otherwise it is just going to be huge.
And then we need to do some kind of body, which presumably would just go straight across.
Straight across.
It might be quite a narrow statue, but that's fine.
It's almost like he's got a belt on or something, though.
Oh yeah, I quite like the idea of doing like a belt.
Well, let's just build him up. Let's just build the body size first, and then.
This already looks brilliant.
I feel like we've fucked this up already.
Why?
Because look at your Minecraft character. He does not have a gap between his legs.
Oh yeah, you don't, do you?
If he is, it's going to be very small. We're not going to want it to be that kind of
We'll
chunky.
We'll do it to one. We'll do a gap of one.
I agree. I was just thinking that would be a reasonable size.
I think that might genuinely be a big enough body. Maybe one more. We've still got quite a bit of a weight to the surface.
I don't know, because you're gonna have his shoulder. You're gonna have his shoulders tagged on, aren't you? So
yeah.
I think he's gonna need to be a bit higher.
Okay, we'll go 2 more then.
Yeah, I think so.
I do. I do quite like the idea of giving him a waist belt. I'm going to try it.
Alright.
I'm doing it out of prismarine. It just looks like he's got a rubber dinghy on now. No, it doesn't work.
Oh, well, I was just... Sorry, I was more thinking of cutting out one bit of iron and just changing the material of your sausage.
Ah, right, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. It might have to be quite a close colour to iron, to be fair. Like a bit of a browny sort of a colour. Let's see what kind of bricks we've got, or blocks of stuff that we've got. You know what, that could sort of work. Maybe that colour of terracotta. That might work. It looks sort of different. Looks very smooth though. That's maybe the only. What do you think about that colour?
Hang on. Yeah, no, good.
Good. And I don't know if we need to try and shape his arm.
I think it will once he's got the heading. If that makes sense.
We need to try and make it so I think one of his arms at least bends slightly. So.
Oh, I'm already doing that. Just gonna have him holding it out in front of him. Just there.
I feel like his trident almost needs to go on a diagonal though, if that makes sense.
It can work that though.
Okay, we'll give it a crack. I'll do this arm straight. Her hand's just slightly fatter. Oh, that's iron. Sorry, not iron, not diamond. I'll just do this one as the straight arm then. What are you doing there? Wait, why are you going...
holding the... I was just going to see what the trident would look like if it was held on the side.
I thought he would sort of hold it more so that the diagonal line was going that way, so it would come up in this direction rather than
basically the opposite of the way that I was doing it.
Yeah, if you rotate 90 degrees somehow.
Like that, you mean? Like that way.
No.
You can't, because that's vertical, isn't it? 90 degrees from that, you sausage.
That way.
Oh, I get you. So not 90 degrees, you mean...
In 3 dimensions, Jack. 90 degrees that way. What is that?
It's hard to... You can't really do it separating out very easily. Unless it'd be huge.
Wouldn't you just do... What have you made that out of? What's that?
Quartz. Smooth quartz.
I like how you say quartz. Do you know what I would say? Quartz.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to listen to you, because actually rewatching last episode, I noticed that you kept on calling the lectern a Leo turn. So...
was it a C, not an O?
Yeah, it's a lectern. How have you never heard of a lectern before?
Awkward. What is happening with that? I just saw it in the background and was like, what is going on here? The underwater ocean has developed an alien race. It was brilliant. I like it. Right, there's something not right about that.
He's fucking huge.
I think he might actually... now I'm looking at this, I think it probably would have benefited from being straight, actually. It looks... I think straight. I think straight golden trident is the way forward. I think... It's just the head. The head doesn't look right yet.
I think it's one too high, to be honest.
I think... No, I don't think that's necessarily true. I think
it's because their heads are very square when you look at them.
Yeah, but I think that's probably we've not done it square enough. It's too much of a rectangle. And then... Hang on, let me just square it off a little bit.
But you can't because of where we've done the shoulders, though. It's always going to be.
No, it's all right. They still look like squares. Sorry, the shoulders still look fine. I think. I don't think the shoulders are necessarily the problem. And I think you need his helmet to come one off as well, rather than sort of how you've got it. I think it needs to come out one, and then come down one round his head. So it actually looks like it's on his head, if that makes sense. That sort of looks helmet-like, and then maybe even a row here. Hopefully this looks sort of right. Yeah, I could go for that. Then where do you put his eyes? Do you make these two maybe his eyes?
Well, if you're running to really go right, you want pupils, don't you?
No, I think that I think you could have left that. Hang on, that looks all right then.
I think go for quartz on the eyeball.
No, because okay.
Because then it doesn't clash with the.
I think that looks I think that sort of actually. It looks a bit cross-eyed, but I think it looks
let me just
sort
try
of right.
With the fall and let's see what it looks like.
Maybe it's the emerald helmet. You know, he looks too googly.
he just looked rather docile.
I think that sort of works. Maybe it's the emerald that's not working. Is there any other green colour that we could just try?
Maybe just take off the front like that. What does that look like?
I think that looks better than it did. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Crazy Frog.
I was just thinking it reminds me of Freddo Frog, so at least we're both on the frog pattern.
It might look a bit froggy, but, you know, it's a statue, right? I was so good at building, I love it. That is brilliant.
Turtle King of Aquarium.
That is the best. I love it. No, I actually love it. I love how bad we are at building, and I love that.
It'll look good when you walk up to it and there's stuff built around it.
Maybe it needs some glow stuff. Maybe it needs some sea lanterns on him somewhere.
I was just going to say around him, not on him.
Ah, brilliant. Oh god, that was funny. Maybe we should do like hang on, as the tips rather than the quartz. Try lanterns as the tip.
I liked the steps look of it though. That's the only problem. I liked the fact it kind of added an extra dimension to it. It makes it look more pointy.
That makes it look so nice and bright and like otherworldly. It's like
yeah, but it doesn't look. It looks a bit blocky. That's why I liked the steps effect. Gave it like an actual like it's stabbing things. That just looks a bit.
Yeah,
like
but
he's holding
we are in Minecraft, to be fair.
Yeah, but the steps are a good way of giving it that edge.
But okay, fair enough.
Why, we'll try giving it what less controversial. Oh my god, he looks so scary. I'm just turning really sinister.
I think that looked good. I've put a light on the top of his head that you wouldn't see.
What about giving him a fucking majorly glammy belt?
I mean, I could go with it. Maybe do. I think that little gap that we've maybe left maybe looks a bit weird. But hang on, if we do another row of them, maybe he just needs a light on his shoulder. I'm just gonna, make just to brighten him up a little bit. I think maybe he just needs a couple of lights in his shoulders.
Oh no, Tom! I've got some bad news here.
What's the bad news?
He's not central.
Do you know what? It's fine. It's fine because you need to have room either side. Everything that we've done in this world is not is fairly imperfect. So I feel like I can get over that. It's because the reason I can get over it is because of his thingy, his spear,
Fair enough.
trident. So you can either walk through his legs, you can kind of go around the right, or you can go around the other side as well.
Fair enough.
So I can kind of deal with it. I've kind of changed the tip of his trident a little bit. I wish there was like a small square you could put on top of it, but I can't find maybe a torch. No, but that would probably look a bit stupid. I'd like. There's a lot of light that we've got going on.
Yeah, but he's like the centerpiece of our entire.
He is an absolute showpiece. This guy. He looks like a freaking legend.
Oh my god. Come and have a look at him from above in the sky.
Do you just mean outside of the water generally?
I'm like way above you, yeah, look. But I'm like quite a way back. I'm back here.
He looks mint! He draws you in! Look, right, you might be able to see the lights on top, but that's not the point. You're not supposed to be able to see him from there.
I look sick, to be fair.
I quite like him. He might not be what someone else would build. Someone else might build something much better than us, Jack, but I quite like him.
He's our stamp, isn't he?
He absolutely is.
Quite cool when he comes into view, actually, to be fair.
If you go quite far out in the water.
Well, no, like if you're walking in, no, as in like if you walk in like you're coming into the city and you're going up the steps, the way he like kind of just loads in is pretty cool. Like trident first, and then it's like this massive glorious statue as you turn towards him.
Oh yeah, that is quite cool actually. I like him.
I like him as well.
Alright guys, there you have it. That's another episode done. We've got a crazy ass statue now in the middle of our water world. Jack is looking pretty awesome, like there's a mini version on him on the shoulder. Hope you guys like it. If not, tell us how shit it is in the comments, because I'm sure there'll be people who'll be laughing at it. I mean, it's pretty funny, but we love it. It was made with love. I just want to say thank you very much for watching, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new, and please drop a like on the video if you like our weird statue thing. And also, as a final note, please do get in the comments and give us something to build just with it that we could build within a couple of hours or so. And that would be much appreciated. Anything to add, Jack?
No, thank you very much for watching, and see you next week. Goodbye!
Goodbye.